Today's
CBS
news.
News on the hour, presented by Indeed.com. I'm Christopher Cruz. The United Auto Workers Union says General Motors has made a major concession in bargaining talks. UAW President Shawn Fain in a union-provided video.
GM did something that was unthinkable until just today. They agreed to put the future of this industry under our national agreement. This victory is a direct result of the power of our membership.
Unlike the past few Fridays, the UAW has not expanded its strike to other facilities. The government says employers added 336,000 jobs last month. That's about twice the number most economists had expected. Business staffing analyst John Waldman says one part of the report really stands out and could mean even better times are ahead.
For the first time, the government's reporting that the food and beverage sector is back above their February 2020 employment levels.
Who will be the next Speaker of the House? President Biden weighed in on that today.
Whoever the House Speaker is, I'm going to try to work with. They control half the Congress. And I'm going to try to work with them. For some people, I imagine it could be easier to work with than others. But whoever the Speaker is, I'll try to work with.
Republicans are expected to vote on the next Speaker next week. In San Antonio, organizations that help migrants say they are struggling to keep up with the influx of people crossing the border. More from Ken's TV reporter Mike Cabanas.
San Antonio Catholic Charity CEO Antonio Fernandez says the center is doing its best to handle the influx of migrants. He says last week the center saw nearly 7,000 migrants. The previous week, nearly 8,000. Some of the highest numbers the center has experienced in the past year and a half. The center recently received funding of $231,000 from the federal government, but he says it's not enough.
We don't have enough capacity. We do have money from the government. It's not enough right now.
Iowa's Democratic Party says it will concede it will hold a caucus by mail on January 15th, but won't release the result until March 5th, Super Tuesday. Details from CBS's Jim Crisula.
The decision is the state party's attempt to hold to Iowa's leadoff spot on the presidential nominating calendar without violating a new national party lineup endorsed by President Joe Biden. It calls for South Carolina to go first in 2024. Iowa Republicans will also hold their caucus on January 15th, which is the Martin Luther King Jr. holiday. Wall Street really liked the unexpectedly strong September jobs report. At the close, the Dow was up almost 1%. S&P 500 up more than 1%. NASDAQ up almost 1.5%. This is CBS News.
Well, that's today's news. I didn't hear any good news, did you? I didn't think so. I guess it's all about perspective. The glass is half full. Well, as always, I'd like to thank you again for coming along with me on these Dash Cam News adventures. You know the drill. Peace, love, and all that hippie jazz. Bye-bye, everybody. It's 88 degrees outside.